Yo, sup geeks, welcome back to the channel. Okay, for this video, I'm making a magical girl. I just want to go straight to the point this time, cause I really can't wait to start working on her. So first thing first, this is the concept art I created for her. I vaguely got inspired by the Star Guardians alternate universe of League of Legends. I'm pretty obsessed with it. I have to say, I'm not a League of Legends player myself, but I just think it's really cool. So I went for this sort of ancient Egyptian inspired aesthetic. This is not historically accurate at all. This is just an inspiration. This is just a fantasy. I really want to combine the black and gold colors on her outfit. They look really elegant on her. So now that we have the concept art ready, let's talk a little bit about the doll base I'm gonna use this time. Okay, so 2 years ago I got these fake Monster High dolls and Everest High dolls. I don't own any fake doll brands except for these ones, but these really catch my eye because they are really well made. Okay, before you all come for me, because I don't know, for some reason some people think they were for copyright infringement issues. When I got these dolls, the Monster High line was officially discontinued for years, and there was no news about this Monster High renaissance that is happening right now, so I was pretty happy with them at the moment. I mean, the quality is there, the face molds are really cute, and I love how they created their own versions using different skin tones. I mean, they are really accurate to the source, they are really cute. Okay, so the chosen one is going to be this human skin tone Draculaura doll. I love the tan skin color, I don't know, but this is the one that really spoke to me. But as you can see, there's a little bit of disconnection, you know, like a color mismatch between the head and the body. But I'm about to fix that really soon. I will just use my airbrush, but I won't be repainting her. Instead, I am applying a really thin coat of a similar skin tone to both pieces, kind of correcting the color, if that makes any sense. And here she is. Problem solved. As you can see, they look so much uniform in color right now. And if fixing the colors mismatch wasn't enough work for me, I just decided to make a blue eyeshadow using my airbrush. This is really tricky. I just don't know why I decided to do this, but in the end I'm really happy my airbrush behaved itself and it looks really cute. Okay, so it's time to move on to the face up, and I'm just gonna be applying like a little bit of generous amount of Golden Pearl X. As you saw in the concept, she will be wearing a lot of gold accessories, gold stuff going on, so I just really want her skin to glow in this golden fantasy. I'm really happy that these people in the factory where they made these copies, they had the Draculaura face mold available, because it happens that Draculaura is my all-time favorite Monster High face mold. For me, she and Frankie are just perfection. I have to say, now that I come to think about it, that my least favorite Monster High face molds, they gotta be Abominable, and I'm really sorry, but the other one is going to be Spectra. I really don't like Spectra doll face structure. To me, she doesn't look like a teenager at all, and I'm really not a fan of Abominables, like the overbite she has. But Frankie and Draculaura, they're just so beautiful. Oh my god, they are just perfection. So what is your favorite Monster High face mold? And what is your least favorite? Just let me know in the comments. Okay, so right now I have the initial sketch pretty much set. And I'm just, you know, making like the light colors lighter, the dark colors darker, you know, like working on the saturation here and there. This will take so many layers, sometimes even 5, but if you're patient enough, you'll get to the point where the colors will really pop up on her face. I switch back and forth sometimes between watered down acrylic paints and watercolor pencils again, because not always they work for every detail, so I'm just making my life easier. I really want her eyes like glowing in this yellowish orangey color, like very fierce, very fiery, and I'm working on them right now. I'm really happy that the blue eyeshadow is really like popping up with all these colors, because in the past I have had like so many troubles working with pastel colors over tan skin tones or darker skin tones in general, because when you apply the MSC, the pastel completely disappears. But luckily for me, the airbrush really fixed this problem. It's really important to apply a black pastel shadow on the upper area of the eyes. That will soften her look so much, and it will give to the eyes like this three-dimensional feeling. So at this point the face is pretty much set, and I'm just working on some details here and there, you know, like those little lines, those little dots, those little highlights that will create like this feeling of whimsical repaint. I really like my dolls to look like really whimsical, really cute. I like the super cute factor. I'm sorry, this is the type of repaint I'm always going for. And I think at this point I have really improved my skills so much that I'm really proud how this girl turned out in the very end. You'll see. I'm getting addicted to now to draw all these little thin lines on the irises. I don't know why, but for some reason I think they give to the eyes way more life. You know, she looks so vivid, so like she's really actually here. And this is my favorite part. You always know, the catch lights. They just seal the deal in any repaint. This is the moment when you really say, oh my gosh, she's so cute, she's so adorable. I'm really proud of it. Okay, so I have been asked so much about this clay. I love to use it in a lot of videos, and I'm glad that I finally found a supplier that sells bigger containers. So I will be finally sharing the link. So you guys will have a link to buy this clay now. So you can stop asking me for the links or for just check the description box, okay? I just decided to wait because I always find this clay for some reason in smaller bags in lots of 24 or 32 colors, but for doll customizing I prefer more quantity and just a single color. So I'm really glad that I finally found this supplier, and I will be sharing the link, just check down below. You know from previous videos, this clay can be used to make removable accessories, removable armors and stuff, but this time I really prefer to sculpt everything onto her body. This is just a fakey doll. I'm giving her so love, but I won't be regretting it in the end. I just love the character, I love the design I created for her. I won't be like switching clothing or redressing her, so why not? You know, this is just for fun and chilling. I've been sewing a lot in previous videos, so I really want to make a couple of videos just like for relaxation and chilling. As you see, this clay remains flexible after fully cured, so you better give it a try. It's really interesting. I don't see a lot of people in the community using this clay. I don't know why. I think it's awesome. I know I give you my tips, I give you my hacks. If you guys wanna try it, like just go for it. You won't regret it. And this is by no means like any sponsored video. I'm just sharing what I know. This clay is used by a lot of sculptors that create anime figurines with it. I will be sharing their links to their channels like down below, just in case you wanna see. These guys are really pro with this clay. I wish I was at that level. I totally forgot to open the hole for the tail because she will have a tail attached to her body, so I'm doing it right now. When I started creating her design, I just wanted in the beginning to go for a really accurate, historical, ancient aesthetic, but as I was designing her, I was like, you know what, I should make her more like a magical girl instead. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like a huge avid consumer of anime of magical girl animes. I'm not an expert, definitely. But I do think that magical girls create like the most beautiful dolls on earth. I just love them. You can see the whole outfit is completed now and it looks so good. I kept the whole functionality of the doll. She can see, she can do whatever like a regular doll can do. So let's move on to the tail. For the tail, I was just wondering if I should make it with fabric, but you know, since everything is made out of clay, I decided to go for the same. I wanted it to be like really fluffy, just like in the concept art. So this was really fun to do. I was kind of worried because now that I come to think about it, this is the first time I created a tail for a doll. I have made a lot of dolls here in the channel, but for some reason none of them has tail. So this was the first time for me, and I was really having fun. Okay, so moving on to the paint job, and this is gonna be like really easy because the clay is already black and she's wearing only black and gold outfit. So I'm just gonna paint the gold accessories, which by the way is gonna be really easy because when you're going to paint gold stuff, it's always recommended to do it over a black prime base. Since the clay is already black, this is really like giving all that metallic quality to the golden acrylic paint. I just love this, all golden fantasy is coming to life. I'm attaching the tail using Gorilla Super Glue. And after that, I decided to put some more details on the outfit, like the gems, the stones. For the gems, I will be creating my own. I painted in a blue color, then I coated with a little bit of UV resin, you know, for some glitter to stick on it. And then I will cure it using my UV lamp. Then I will create the dome, pouring a little bit more of UV resin, you know, to create the effect, you know, of an actual gem. And then I will cure it again. This was really fun, and I actually love how shiny and glittery they turn out. Now I want to repeat this in every color. So now the outfit is complete. Okay, so time for the wig. And since the outfit is completely molded on, I think there is no point in making a wig cap. So I'm just gonna be gluing the hair directly into her scalp. I'm just gonna use this beautiful long pre-created nylon hair weft that I really love, so let's go for it. I'm just gonna be gluing it onto her scalp using E6000. And I'm just gonna start and make like a spiral from the bottom part all the way to the top. This is kind of tricky. I like to go in small sections, I just don't want to create a huge mess. From time to time, I will use this flat iron to tame the hair a little bit. This hair is really hard to tame and it requires high temperature, just like human hair does, so you can flat iron it just like you do with human hair. I didn't reach to the very top part of the hair because she will be wearing a permanent headpiece as I told before. This project is just for chilling, so there's no point of wasting more hair because it won't be visible after all. So now I'm giving her the iconic Cleopatra-like bands. And now I will be just trimming the hair. This was really sad because I really like her hair like floor length, but for this type of design I think it works better like shorter. So here she is with the hairdo all done. Oh my gosh, I love how straight it is, how like geometrical it looks. Like I'm just living for it. So using the same clay technique, I created the headpiece with the kitty ears. Once done and cured, I'm gonna paint it. Then I will permanently attach it to the head using E6000. And oh my gosh, she looks so cute. And now she's completely done. So I decided to name her Ferura. Magical Girl Ferura. So you know what I'm about to say now. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I'm really thankful for that. Like this video if you like it, drop your comment, help me to fight this YouTube algorithm. Subscribe if you haven't yet. It would be cool if you stick around because I have a lot of cute projects coming up in the next weeks. So that's all for today. See you on my next video. Bye!